Like most other object-oriented programming languages, like Visual Basic.NET or Java, C# supports the idea of method overloading. Method overloading is the notion that you have several versions of the same method within a single class. These versions are going to have the same method name, but they're going to have different signatures. Remember, a method signature would include the parameter list, the names of the parameters, the number of parameters you have, the order of the parameters, and the type of each parameter. You implement method overloading by creating methods with the same name within a class, but you vary their signatures. Let's take a look at an example. Here we've got a public class called bank account. If you take a look within bank account, there are 3 methods that have been declared. All 3 of these methods have the same name. But what's been varied here is their parameter list. That's method overloading. Method overloading is the ability for a class to provide multiple versions or multiple flavors of the same method. So I've got a no argument deposit method, I have a 1 argument deposit method, and I have a 2 argument deposit method. Which one of the methods that actually gets called really depends on the signature of the calling method. If I were to use this class, meaning if I were to create an instance of this class or consume this class, my code might look something like this. BA is the reference type variable, and it's of type bank account. Now what I'm going to do is instantiate or create an instance of bank account. So what we have here is a reference type of type bank account that's set a reference to a new instance of the bank account on the heap. Now what I can do is I can take that variable and I can call the deposit method. Now which deposit method I'm actually calling depends on my own signature. I'll actually just set x equal to the call of that method, assuming that x is an integer variable, because as we know, all of these methods return an integer type. But if you take a look at the signature, you can tell which of the deposit methods I'm calling. I'm actually calling the second one, because the signatures match. Method overloading is included in a lot of object-oriented programming languages, including Visual Basic.NET and Java. One of the reasons why you might want to implement method overloading in your class is to provide the consumer of your class, the user of your class, different versions or different flavors of the same method.